The good stuff is all new and live. Are you wearing the wrong colors? Stylist Alexis Hans is here to reveal how to find the shades that bring out your best. Then, celebrated chef Ricardo is showing us how to get the whole family cooking with my first recipe book. Plus, actor Carson MacCormac is in the house to talk about his role in the Netflix hit My Life with the Walter Boys. And Mary's in the kitchen with a one-pan wonder that just might be your dinner tonight. It all starts right now.
Have a seat. Listen, we are live today. How are we feeling about that, everybody? Now, I don't know about you, but it is around this time of year that I start craving things that are a little saucy, a little savory, and definitely scoopable. So for today's recipe, we're gonna do a little bit of a twist on a classic penne alla vodka. A classic for a reason, everybody loves it, it's delicious. This dish though is creamy, it's a little bit spicy, and it is perfect for serving up with some warm, crusty bread. Super, super good, but we're gonna swap out that penne for beans. We're gonna make my spicy beans a la vodka. I'm very pumped about it. Listen, I love a can of beans at this time of year. Anytime I'm like, I don't know what to make, listen, there's a can of beans in the cupboard, the world's your oyster. You're gonna be good to go. It's got a lot more protein in it, obviously, than pasta. I'm just using a can of cannellini beans here. If you are someone who has the forward thinking to soak and cook your own beans, good for you. I am not that person. I sometimes wish I was that person. That's what I think about, like in the future, I'll be that person. I'm not currently her. But I've just drained and rinsed those, and they're doing their thing. But I wanna give these beans, because they are canned, a little bit of a zhuzh up to make them not really taste like canned beans. So I have got a pan here over about medium-high heat, and into there we're gonna go in with a tablespoon of butter. You could also do this with oil if you're feeling it, but I, love butter, so why not? So a tablespoon goes right on in. And into there, we're gonna go in with that can of beans. This is gonna give a little bit of golden brown crisp to them. It's gonna help kind of dry them, and it's gonna give them more texture, which is a dream. Sometimes when you're using a canned bean, they taste canned. There's that kind of like funny little water that you definitely want to get rid of. If you're someone who does vegan baking, you'll probably use it to make a meringue. Not for me, don't love it, but you do you. So as you can see, we're already getting a little bit of golden brown color on the bottom of the pan. I just want those beans to do their thing and start toasting up and getting some more flavor. Now I've got another pan over here, and I'm gonna make a crispy kind of topping to go on top of these beans, just to give this dish a little bit more texture. So into there, I'm gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of butter. Just get ready, there's more butter in this recipe too. We're going big. I'm just gonna add that right into this pan. This is over, again, about medium-high heat. And I'm gonna add in some panko breadcrumbs. Panko is basically a Japanese breadcrumb. If you don't have panko, you could just tear up some bread and do it in a pan as well. It'll be a little less crunchy, but still a little bit of crispiness. So I'm gonna let that butter melt out and just toast that panko. But for a little bit of heat and spiciness, I'm gonna go in with some crushed red pepper flakes. Just about a half a teaspoon, or maybe a whole teaspoon. You cannot see him, but Connor, holding this camera right now, just looked at me like, that was not half a teaspoon. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a stir, and we are good to go. And we're just gonna let that toast until golden brown. Now, as we see, these beans are doing their thing. They're picking up a little bit of that color, and they're just drying out a little bit, so that's gonna be absolutely beautiful. So while those beans do their thing for about, I'd say, another minute or two, I'm gonna chop up a shallot. Now, I love a shallot. I pretty much always have everything here in my pantry. But if you're not someone who wants to dig through and find a shallot at your grocery store, half of a red onion will be perfect. You could even use a white or yellow onion if you're feeling it. But a shallot to me kind of gives the flavor of like garlic and an onion if they had a baby, and that's a very good thing. So I'm just gonna dice this up. You can go as fine or as chunky as you'd like. And just like with an onion, I kind of go through, but since shallots are kind of a funny shape, I do go through this way once. Typically with an onion, I don't do that because I think it's just faffing about and I don't have time for it. But with the shallot, I do. Just run your knife through. Also, I think we recently got our knives sharpened. Thank you, culinary, what a dream. All right, give that a nice little chop. Once you get to the end, just flip it over, run through, and you are good to go. Now, come take a look at these beans. They are doing their thing. They've got that golden brown. Ooh, my panko's burnt. We are live today, everybody. All right, I'm gonna set this panko aside. Listen, I'm gonna call this over caramelized, because that's what you tell your friends when they come over and you've burnt something. It's gonna be fine. But again, most of it is not, so it's gonna come out in the wash. I'm totally cool with that. I love that. All right, that's doing its thing. These beans are also looking great. They're a little bit drier. Most of that kind of bean water, for lack of a better term, has kind of cooked off. I'm gonna transfer these though to a different container just to get going on the sauce. So I've just got a sheet pan here because it makes quick work of it. But if you want, you can pop it into a bowl or back into the bowl from whence they came, all right? Back onto the heat we go. And guess what? We're going in with more butter. I'm feeling good about it. So about 2 tablespoons of butter goes into this pan as well. That's gonna start picking up that little bit of golden brown off the bottom of the pan. But the thing that's really gonna start lifting things is this shallot. Anytime you add a vegetable into a pan, there's a little bit of moisture in here, and that's gonna kind of help lift all of that golden brown off the bottom of the pan. So in we go with that shallot. Season that up with some salt, as well as a little bit of pepper. Now, the salt here actually helps draw moisture out of that shallot, helping it cook down quicker and helping it get a little bit more of that beautiful golden brown flavor off the bottom of the pan. Gonna give that a little bit of a stir. This smells so good. If you smell butter and shallots, you're in for a good dinner. It's always a good thing. I'm just gonna sorry about that, I feel like I'm getting everybody pepper breath. We got a couple coughs in the audience, I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna do this. Give it a stir and let that go down for just about, I'd say 2 to 3 minutes, just to get a little bit soft. Now, while that's doing its thing, you wanna chop up some garlic. Now, you know me, I often will use a rasp for garlic. I'm feeling like chopping today, because I don't know why. The recipe calls for 3, but these are the biggest cloves of garlic I've ever seen in my whole entire life. So I'm probably gonna go like 1, 1.5. The giant store called and they want their garlic back. Okay, give it a bit of a smash. Smashing your garlic does half of the chopping for you. If you're someone who doesn't hate chopping garlic like I do, feel free to do that. It's funny when you're talking about something that you hate doing and then you're doing it. I don't know what's happening today. It's live, we're just doing our thing, it's all good. All right, chop that garlic down as fine as you want. Garlic is actually kind of funny because the finer you chop it, the more punchy the flavor. So if you were to rasp this, it gets really, really punchy, super garlicky. This bigger chunk, once you cook it down, is actually a little bit sweeter. So I'm gonna go on into my pan with that garlic. You see those shallots, they're nice and golden brown now. So we're gonna go in with all that garlic, give that a stir to combine. And now in the real world, if I was doing this at home, I would let this garlic cook down a little bit longer just because I've got it bigger. If you were to mince it, you'll need about 30 seconds in that pan. But this is where I'm gonna start adding in kind of the tomato situation for this sauce. So the first thing I need is just a cup of cherry tomatoes that I've cut in half. I love a cherry tomato. Even in the dead of winter, a cherry tomato will be delicious. Unlike those like beefsteak tomatoes that you think look delicious, but they taste like nothing. Yeah. You know, like a February tomato? Nobody wants that. Cherry tomato, always good. So I'm gonna go in. Again, that moisture is gonna help lift off all that golden brown. And then for a really low and slow cooked down tomato flavor, I've also got a can of tomato paste here. I love tomato paste, and pretty much, I'm gonna say 98% of the recipes I write with tomato paste in it, I tell you to use the whole can, because I hate it when you have like this much left and it just sits in your fridge, and then you wonder 2 months later, what is that? We don't wanna do that. I'm gonna go in with that full can right on into that pan. And tomato paste obviously is super, super concentrated cooked down tomato. So this is gonna give this dish that low and slow cooked down flavor that I'm going for without me having to take hardly any time. Now I'm gonna give that a bit of a stir and just bring that together. Now what happens with the tomato paste is it starts to kind of cook on to the bottom of the pan along with all of that golden brown deliciousness. That's gonna give you a little bit more flavor. You're just giving this a bit of a cook just to kind of cook down those tomatoes, bring in more kind of low and slow cooked flavor. But this is where we get a little bit of fun. Once that's been cooking down for about a minute in that pan, we're gonna deglaze with our good friend Vodka. Because, listen, I am not a vodka drinker, but I will cook with vodka. So always good. My bottles last forever. We've got about, I'd say about a 1/4 cup of vodka here, and we're gonna deglaze the pan with that. What that's gonna do is it's gonna lift all of that golden brown stuff off the bottom of the pan. If you are cooking on gas, turn the heat off. Turn the heat off first. We already have people who know what's gonna happen. If you don't turn the heat off, there's a chance that those flames could actually get into the pan and then you're gonna flambe. And an accidental flambe is never what you're looking for. If you actually wanna flambe, be prepared, stand back, you do you, but be careful and have emergency services on dial. But if you're using electric or something, it should be fine. But again, always stand back when you're pouring alcohol into a pan. I'm just cooking this down. The thing about vodka sauce that's really, really cool is tomatoes have a couple different types of flavorings in them. They've got water-soluble flavors, so we've got that with the other tomato. There's water in there. There's fat-soluble flavors. We have some butter in there, always good. And then there's also alcohol-soluble flavors. So by adding the vodka, you're not gonna taste it, but these tomatoes are gonna taste even more tomatoey, which is an absolute dream. I'm gonna let that vodka cook off. When we come back though, I'm gonna add in some cream, because why the heck not? Stick around, we'll be right back.
Tomorrow, we're celebrating summer's bounty. Andrea Bucket, Anna Olson, and Vijaya Selvaraju join Mary to turn farm-fresh ingredients into delicious dishes. From crave-worthy sandwiches and savory tarts to a hearty chowder and a sweet peach dessert, it's a celebration of summer you don't want to miss. That's tomorrow on an all-new episode.
And I am making my beans a la vodka, spicy beans a la vodka. Basically, we've taken penne a la vodka, swapped the penne out with a can of beans, and to be honest, it makes the dish so much quicker to make because you don't have to wait for a pot to boil. You don't have to wait for noodles to cook. You just open a can of beans and you're pretty much halfway there. So it's absolutely fantastic. Now, before the break, we cooked up those beans. We got them a little bit crispy and golden brown in some butter, looking absolutely beautiful. And then I also made this base of a vodka sauce. So we've got tomato paste, tomatoes, garlic, butter, shallots, all the good things in there. And then, of course, there's a little bit of vodka, which is doing a lot of work. But now we're gonna add in, we were talking over the audience, or over the break, that we have 5 tablespoons of butter in here. So why wouldn't you put some whipping cream in it too? We're going for it. It's the season, I feel like. So I've got 3/4 of a cup of whipping cream here. Now, if you don't have whipping cream and you're just someone who takes cream in your coffee and you've got coffee cream, that will work. You want to be a little careful when you're pouring it in. Pour it in slowly and slowly incorporate it, because the higher the fat percentage, the less likely it's going to split when it hits the heat. So that's why I like 35% cream, because you're pretty much guaranteed for success. So I'm going to go in with those 3/4 of a cup of cream. And I'm gonna give that a stir. The thing that I love about vodka sauce is that kind of rosé color to the sauce. It's super delicious. We've got those little cherry tomatoes for that little bit of freshness in here. And again, if you wanted to make this sauce and pop it onto some noodles, I would not blame you. This would be absolutely beautiful. Some chicken meatballs in here would be really good. Ooh. Now I'm getting other recipes in my head. But we're gonna go in with those beans. So I've crisped those up. We're gonna add those right on into the mix. And again, if you have any other type of bean, even if you had a chickpea, that would be beautiful. I like a lighter colored bean because it works really well with the sauce. Then I'm gonna go in with some cheese. I've got 1/2 cup of grated Parmigiano Reggiano here. If you have Pecorino Romano, that would be great. If you've got Grana Padano, also delicious. Any sort of good grating cheese you like. Give that a stir to combine. And at this point, because those beans have a lot of starch in them, and we've got that cream, and we've got that cheese, and we've cooked everything down, if things are looking a little bit too, I'm gonna say claggy for you. Does everybody know what I mean by claggy? No, I gotta know. It kind of like stodgy. Did that clarify it? I think I need a dictionary for my words, is what I need. I'm gonna go in with just a little splash of water, because there is a lot of starch going on in here because of those beans. As this cools down, it's gonna thicken up even more. So anytime I'm saucing something in a pan, I always want it a little bit thinner in the pan than I want it for actually eating, because as soon as it's off the heat, it's gonna start to thicken up a little bit. So go in with a bit more water. If you want to at this point, I would not put in more vodka because it's not gonna cook off. That's gonna be a different type of show, and that's pretty much it. But I want a little bit of green in here. So this is looking stunning. I'm gonna come and land this right over here. For a little bit of green, I'm going in with some basil. Now, if you have some fresh basil still, my plants are still doing pretty okay. You actually wanna tear it at a junction point. So you find the other leaves, pick it off just like that, and give that a little bit of a tear all over top. If you want to, you can chop this, but I'm just gonna give it a bit of a rough tear. Add that right on in. If you had some store-bought pesto, you could stir that right in too. Give that a beautiful stir. Add those crispy, not burned, panko breadcrumbs on top. Little bit of deliciousness there. And then of course, you can never go wrong with a little bit of extra cheese right over top. Now this to me is an absolute star. Serve this up, again, on a noodle, as is, or my preferred way, good old hunk of crusty bread. Let's get into it, okay. I'm very excited about this. We got lots more ahead, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Coming up, are you wearing the wrong colors? Stylist Alexis Hans is here to reveal how to find the shades that bring out your best. That's coming up next.
It's a trend that you've probably seen online, doing a color analysis to find the shades that best suit you. Well, here to guide 3 viewers through their own color analysis, it's stylist and color expert, Alexis Hans.
I like that.
Yes. How's it going, Alexis?
I do love color analysis.
Yes.
I've been doing it for like years subconsciously, you know, through styling. Like if I have a client and they look bad in a color, I don't care how good that suit or something looks on them. I'm like, nope. Can't wear it.
Can't do it. It's out.
But now I recently started doing it, and I absolutely love it. I think it's like the most important thing you can do. We spend so much money, hair, nails, everything else, educating ourselves, but then we kind of forget, why not give us the most information so we can get dressed in our best selves every day?
I love that. And it's one of those things, I feel like you see, if you don't know what we're talking about, you see it online and people have like colors, like a bib.
It's back. It's the draping, basically.
It's the draping.
back. And you find out if you're like a cool undertone or a warm undertone. There's 12 seasons in the one that I do. And it's really, really fun and informative. And I find like it also teaches you what not to buy. So you're saving a ton of money when you're shopping.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm feeling really, really good about this. And we've got some viewers who you're helping out. So first up, we have Shrub. Let's take a look at her.
Okay, so I wanted to show like a picture so people could see that this is not her best color, so you can see the transformation. Now, this is a really nice pale color on her. It's her own wardrobe. She still looks good, okay? But she's got dark features, so she has that beautiful dark luscious hair, dark eyes. So she actually handles big, bold colors better. And you'll notice here, when you're in the wrong color, we look at the dress and we lose sight of her. So I think you can all realize we're really staring at the dress in this photo. And when she's in the right color, we're really just gonna see her eyes pop and see her with a glow. I'm gonna show you next.
Okay, let's see her now. Come on out. Beautiful. Alexis, tell us about this.
Well, she looks good in bright colors. So I classified her as a bright winter, which is actually the same as me, which I love. It borders spring, so she has a big wheel to pull from. But it's just this bright, bold red that balances her features. The dress is from COS. It's really, really gorgeous.
The texture is so nice.
The texture it's nice to have a little bit of texture. I think it like reflects the night nicely. And then one thing you have to think about, it really just matters what colors are on your face. So with your accessories, we've got warm tone accessories. So we're kind of playing a little bit of a contrast with the burgundy purse and the burgundy shoes, which are really, really cute. But she needs that bright, bold color to kind of like see the dress, but obviously see her first. But let me show you her full palette so you can get an idea, and it can give you inspiration when you get dressed.
Oh, wow.
So bright winter, it's those bright, clear, beautiful colors. And you can see, people always think, I'm gonna get stuck in one little small palette. You can see here, there's just so many colors. There's probably like 100 more colors in this palette you can see. But yeah, when you shop, go for those bright, bold colors. Stay away from the ones that are really muted out and washed out. And you're gonna look really, really good.
Shrusti, how are you feeling?
Well, honestly, I never knew red was my color, but today I feel absolutely amazing.
You look absolutely stunning. You just look like yourself, which is the best way to look.
Oh, thanks to Alexis. Making me feel so confident today.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Shrusti, thank you so much. Great job. Awesome. That is such a good dress. Also, the boots, get out of here. We love it. All right, next up, we've got viewer Stefania in the colors that she was wearing before. Okay, very sailor. I like this look.
I mean, black and white, can't say too much about it, but I will say, so I classified her as an autumn, and black and white is a very cool, strong pattern. We call this a high contrast pattern, and she has softer features. So same thing in this, whether it was the muted before, the bright contrast patterns wear her instead of she's wearing the shirt. You know when they say about the patterns, that pattern's wearing you?
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to put her into softer, more fall tones, and right now the stores are filled with them.
Okay, let's take a look at Stefania now. Come on out.
I feel like one day we're gonna actually do your color. So we classified her as a deep autumn. She loves the jewel tones, which are really, really striking on her. So this is a terracotta color, classic autumn color. So if you're at home thinking I look good in that color, you're probably in autumn. This set's from Anthropologie. We love them. And you'll notice we have like gold detailing throughout the set, because if you're a warm toned season, gold is your best color for jewelry, silver if you are cool toned. Even with the bag, what I like to do personally is I like to pick from the same season. So I love the brown suede. That's a warm color for autumn as well too. And then even the shoes, we've got the beautiful lace shoes from Winners. That's in that beautiful burgundy. But what you're looking for here is harmony. So when you look at her, nothing's clashing with her, nothing is overpowering on her. It really just brings your eye up to her face, which is the whole goal of it.
This outfit looks like it was made for you.
Can I show you the grid quick so she can see your whole kind of palette, which is so beautiful. So you can see bright winter was so bright. This is a softer season.
This is so calm.
These beautiful, I think like right now, your best time to shop for your season is within your season. So if you have anything on your list to get, I would say go now. But the main thing is stay away from like neon colors and really stick to those beautiful warm fall-like colors.
Amazing. Now, Stefania, do you typically wear this color?
I mean, yes, I love like a terracotta, a burgundy, so it really, I think it suits me.
It looks, girl, I love this energy. You look amazing. How do you feel?
Thank you. I love it. Thank you so much, Alexa.
Yeah,
great job. Thanks so much. So good. That's such a good suit. Oh my gosh. All right, next up we have Catherine. So let's see the color Catherine was wearing before. Ooh, I have this sweatshirt.
I almost didn't want to show it because I love this pink sweatshirt so much. So it's kind of the same talking points you'll hear from before. It's like when you're in the wrong colors, they overpower you usually, or they draw your eye down and they steal the spotlight, let's say. So yes, we love a Gap sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But in this neon pink, it actually is a cool color, and I think she's a summer, but it overpowers her. So I'm going to show you softer tones in her sister season, summer.
Because you were saying Catherine's hair and skin tone is all very similar.
So she has like low contrast details kind of that we talk about. So blonde hair, light eyes, light skin. So there's not a lot of like dark features. So when we put dark colors on her, they really draw your eye down. They kind of like weigh you down. So I want to put her in lighter colors.
Okay, let's take a look at her now. Come on out, Catherine. This is so cute.
Shout out to her hairstyle.
Yes.
This is so adorable, I thought when I saw her. Okay, so she's a summer. She's actually a light summer, which is even lighter than this, but since it's fall, how do you dress for your season? If it's not your season, I pulled the darker colors into her palette. So we've got the beautiful burgundies, the gray, the blue, the pinks, all look really stunning on you. And they kind of just like let her shine and are very complimentary. The skirt's from Pennington.
The skirt is A++.
It was just so cute. It fit her like a glove.
It's so cute. Yeah.
We've got to make it happen. So this is a nice medium wash. So when you are a summer, you don't want to wear anything too dark. So those dark navy jeans, kind of those you can stay away from and go for like medium to light washes. I think it's going to complement you best. And then again, just kept the accessories, that beautiful burgundy shoe. See how there's burgundy in 2 seasons? So you still have a lot of like color to play with. So I always say, don't feel like you're in a box when you get your color done. And then as we move back up, I just love the baby leg from Winners as well, just to match it. But let me show you your color palette, because it's such a beautiful color palette as well. So this is light summer.
That's nice.
It still has that kind of brightness to it, but it's softer colors. And what I'm doing today is just trying to show you, like, you can stay away from the really light blues and light pinks, because that's better for summer, and then pull the deeper, those nice charcoal grays, the burgundies, and that kind of thing for fall.
Well, and we also have almost the pink of our sweatshirt, but it's like a little bit less cool.
A little toned down.
A little toned down. Catherine, how you feeling?
I love it. I feel amazing.
You look absolutely beautiful.
do.
I love
Thank
this.
you.
This like, what Argyle?
And Argyle, that's from H&M. It's
Love.
so adorable. And I will say, like, she borders spring as well, so she has a little bit of warmth to her, you'll see there. So you have a really beautiful palette.
Yeah.
you.
Oh my gosh, Catherine, thank you so much. You did such a great job. Alexis, as per usual, I'm excited to do it for me. Yeah, I want to know what season I am. Alexis, thanks so much. Great job today. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Up next, Chef Ricardo Larrivé is showing us how to get the whole family cooking with My First Recipe Book. That's up next.
Want to be on the good stuff? Whether you're ready for a brand new look,
Oh my gosh.
a refresh in your living space,
Oh my God.
need help with a special event, or want to show off your skills in the kitchen,
All right, let's go.
simply scan the QR code below and apply to be on the show.
My next guest has been inspiring Canadians in the kitchen for years, and now he's passing on his love of cooking to the next generation. Here to share his brand new cookbook, My First Recipe Book, please welcome the one and only Chef Ricardo.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, what an absolute
everyone.
thrill to have you back in the kitchen.
It's fantastic. It smells already so good.
I know, I'm feeling thrilled.
You had a kick start.
Yeah, we definitely did. First off,
Yeah.
huge congratulations
Thanks.
on this super fun new book. Now, one thing, I love the fact that you wrote this book for kids and you really wanted them to love it. Tell us more
And
about
it's
it.
tough to write a book for kids because you want them to feel happy and,
Yeah.
and build their self-esteem and
empowered.
confidence and power. But at the other end, you don't want a teenager to say, that's a baby, book.
100%.
You want this to be helpful for anyone who wants me to take them by the hand.
Yeah, yeah.
And so there's a lot of tips and tricks and things, and I decided to put all sorts of bubbles with text and stuff. So if you're a mom teaching your son to cook and he's 4, you can transfer this knowledge.
Yeah.
If you're 16,
Yeah.
you get to read it as you go in the book.
Yeah, I love the fact that we've got all these little bubbles too, because you're right. Sometimes a whole page of
Yeah.
text with a method is a little intimidating, whereas this, there's like tips and tricks everywhere.
But we had a lot of fun in my kitchen. We had hundreds of kids in batches.
How did that go?
Well, on Facebook, is your kid would like to come and test some recipes?
Recipes, yeah.
I wanted to know, what do you like to eat?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Great news in Canada. First and foremost, they enjoy breakfast.
Oh, who doesn't love a good breakfast,
Yes,
Ricardo?
and why? Because they are with us, the parents,
Yeah.
with their siblings and friends. And if you have a sleepover, say, very nice, it's all good, but you will cook for them.
Okay, yeah.
I won't. I'll supervise.
Yes.
So it works well,
Yeah.
and it's a nice meal to prepare, and we'll do a couple of things
I know.
like that today.
I am absolutely thrilled. Yeah, we've brought, you've got 3 different recipes from this beautiful book here.
Yeah.
All, again, I love the fact that it is not just geared towards little kids, not just teenagers.
Yeah.
It is, I do not understand, like the feat of writing a book that appeals to both is magnificent. It's a gorgeous book. But we're gonna get into some recipes, starting off with the fave, breakfast. I've always loved
Yeah.
breakfast.
It's a great start in the day. And as I said, I'm obsessed with self-esteem.
Yeah.
And when you do something and your mother, your sister, anyone looks at you, you did that,
Yeah.
Mary? Yeah, I did that. All of a sudden, you feel good about you. It's like sports.
It's true,
and
yeah.
we need small wins.
Small wins.
We need that every day when you're young.
Well, and every day you're feeding yourself, and
Yep.
every day when you succeed in feeding yourself, you get a gold star. You nailed it. You get a treat. It's going to be amazing.
You're so right. And when you're a kid
Yeah.
and you want to feed them, you don't want to reinvent the world. They love security.
Yes.
This is why they ask always for the same recipes.
Yes.
The one you made, that their grandma made, and makes them happy. So let's talk about French toast.
Oh, I love a French
just
toast,
take-
Ricardo. Wait, this is not how you make French toast.
Well, this is how you will do it
okay,
now.
I love this. Okay, what are we doing?
You remove the crust of just plain white bread,
Okay.
like this. You have taken some soft butter, unsalted, add some brown sugar,
beautiful.
a pinch of cinnamon, of cloves of the spice you like.
Okay.
And you will spread a bit of that butter on the bread.
Oh, this is it like we're making like a little cinnamon roll?
Exactly.
Oh, yes, okay.
So it's a mix of things we love. So once that is done, we just have to roll it.
Okay.
Like this.
Oh, so exactly like you're making a little cinnamon
And because
roll.
of the butter, it will stick
Oh,
on
beautiful,
it.
beautiful.
And then we have a mixture of just eggs.
Okay.
Egg wash, like this. Roll it into it, pop in it. It's important they're covered.
Yes.
Okay?
Well, you want that custardiness to soak into the bread.
And that makes you think of what?
That makes me think of the bottom of the bag of the cereal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You won't throw it in the garbage anymore.
I love that. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my gosh, and this is going to give crunch
this.
on there.
You see, it's so simple.
Beautiful.
So if you have a bunch of kids at home, or you can do this, preheat your oven at like just 250, just to keep it warm.
Yeah.
And you just roast this in the not in the oven, the pan, put it in the oven after.
Yeah.
That's it on all sides, and
Look
we
at
end up
this.
with something like that.
This is delicious. Do you know what I love about this? It will be surprising every morning if that is the French toast, because that doesn't look like any French toast I've ever seen. And the best part is you can pick it up and dunk it in your syrup. That finger food is my dream. Come on.
It's super nice.
That is so good. Oh my
It's
gosh, I'm covered in
simple.
syrup. This is a delight. Okay.
And if you want to feel better, you can do it with like whole grain wheat.
There you go. I love the white bread, not gonna lie. Okay, so while we've got breakfast covered, we're gonna move on to dinner. What are we making?
Meatballs. Everyone loves meatballs, but I wanted to make, I've seen this in Italian restaurants, huge meatballs.
Massive.
How can I make something soft, moist?
Not just a baseball of meat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And healthy at the same time. Well, I've made many tests, and this is just breadcrumbs. Panko is very popular, but any breadcrumbs with like herbs, and you can have even like Parmesan if you want. But the thing is, I'm adding 2 cups of grated broccoli, or broccoli that you've cooked, put in the in the food processor, and that's it.
Oh, I like
and
this.
you mix this with your ground meat. Right now, you could pick any ground meat you want.
Chicken, beef, pork.
Any. You could even take something vegetarian if you want, and you add this there.
Perfect. A little bit of egg.
And then it could be garlic, it could be green onions, it could be, and then you can change this to whatever you want.
Okay.
Turn it into something, I'll go with my hands, okay?
Okay, you get in there. I love this energy.
So you mix all of this, and you want to make something to create 1, 2, 3 meatballs.
Giant. Do you know what I love about this? That broccoli, because when you're making a meatball, you always add something to bolster it up, to give it texture, to give it a little bit of moisture. And the broccoli has so much moisture in it, so it's going to keep that in there.
Totally.
Are you just making 1 meatball?
Well, just for fun.
Okay, I love that. All right, I think we got some in the oven too.
And
Let's go see.
And the thing is, not only there's 2 cups of vegetables in there, but if it's a young kid that is cooking, maybe he's too young or she's too young with the butter in the pan, says, let's just bake it in the oven. So 350, according to the size, is going to change the amount of time. So 350, and you end up, I'll let you touch it because my hands are
I was going to say,
dirty.
Look at these absolute stone cold stunners. We pop one right on top. Oh my gosh, Ricardo. Do you mind if I cheese it?
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to cheese it up.
We need to do it.
Okay, this.
So imagine, you could just put all your spaghetti on a big baking sheet, a cookie sheet, tons of noodles, big meatballs on it.
Oh my gosh.
Throw this on the table. I mean, we are masters of universe.
Yeah. I was gonna say, this sounds like the perfect birthday party meal.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
Oh my gosh, spoiler alert. We know what we're doing for my birthday party. Let me get the last thing that you've made, and I'm thrilled.
I'm gonna start talking about it. It's ice cream, but as if it was a cheesecake. So the cheesecake is crumbs from graham cracker crumbs. Strawberries is the classic. But this is a mixture. I mix in the food processor a part of cream cheese.
Okay.
And then 1 can of condensed milk.
Oh, with the sugar
and whipped cream.
Oh my gosh.
And because of the sugar in the condensed milk and the fat of the cheese, it won't become hard as a brick.
No, if you just freeze cream, it doesn't work.
And if you add like this, your crumbs like this.
Yeah, a little bit of strawberry.
A bit of strawberries.
Ricardo,
all of a sudden.
I'm buying what you're selling. This is absolutely stunning.
It looks great. You made it. It was simple. No big, fancy, expensive machines to buy. And it's homemade.
Yeah.
And we have to teach them, buy local. Try, if you can, to buy organic. And your life's going to be happier
It's true. And cooking,
around the table.
And being in the kitchen as a kid, it's the thing that made me not picky. It teaches kids how to cook. It teaches them how to eat, and it's a good thing.
Let's put the cells on the side and just spend a couple of minutes together as a group of family or friends.
Ricardo, I absolutely love that. And studio audience, thanks to the wonderful Ricardo, you're all getting a copy of his new book, My First Recipe Book. Thank you so much. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Up next, actor Carson MacCormac is in the house to talk about his role in the Netflix hit My Life with the Walter Boys. Stay tuned.
On the new season of My Life with the Walter Boys. Everyone, please welcome Canada's own Carson MacCormac. Carson, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me along.
Oh my gosh, of course. Well, first off, huge congratulations
Thank you.
on joining My Life with the Walter Boys. Now, this show follows Jackie as she moves from New York City to a small town in Colorado to live with her guardian's big family, the Walters. You play Zach, a newcomer to this season. Can you tell us first where season 2 kind of picks up?
Yeah, right on the heels of season 1, we kind of pick up this summer after she's gone away for a while and comes back to school. And just the ecosystem of the high school post all of the drama that unfolded at the end of season 1.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I going into the amount of drama that you went into is always a good thing. Can you tell us a little bit about your character, Zach?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He is incredibly confident.
Yes.
He's one of those individuals who just kind of acts without thinking about the consequences ever and just lives for the fun of it all.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really fun to play, because I'm not like that at all.
Oh, so you're not a pot stirrer. To put it lightly, I'm going to call it a pot stirrer.
He's definitely a pot stirrer.
Yeah. Is that fun to play someone so unlike yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's why I started acting in the first place.
Yeah.
It's just like imaginary characters who are so far removed from who I am.
Yeah, that's so fantastic. Now, going into a show in a second season where there's already an established cast, there's the team, everybody's there. What was that like coming into that?
Amazing. I was nervous at first because the show has such a loyal and incredible fan base.
Yeah.
But as soon as I stepped on set the first day, the entire cast is kind of like a family. They really are so closely knit, and they were incredibly welcoming. From day one, I was going out and hanging out with everyone, and they're just like really, really good people.
Okay, that's really, really great.
Yeah.
I feel like, I know you might not think this when you meet me, but like going into a new situation where you're the new guy, it's intimidating. I always feel like I'm in high school
Absolutely,
again.
yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that going to set for the first day. It's like summer camp, and you're just like meeting everyone, but everyone's already been at the summer camp.
Yeah.
You're like the new kid.
Totally.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh man, that's awesome. Now, going back to kind of, you mentioned why you got into acting, but how was it that you actually got into acting?
Kind of by accident, honestly. I was like one of the few kids in my middle school who could like hold a tune, and so I did musicals growing up. Had a friend who wanted to try acting in film and TV for classes and didn't want to do it alone, so I kind of went with them.
Nice.
And, and then I loved it and just kept at it until I just stumbled into it, really. I didn't plan on ever doing it for work. It was just for fun, but here we are.
Here we are, doing it for work. Same. Honestly, I've always loved cooking, and I was like, oops, here we go. It's always nice when that happens. Now, you have been, since starting your career in acting, you've been pretty booked and busy. No big deal. You're jumping from so many genres, though. Like you said, you love playing people who aren't necessarily you, but you've jumped from horror to action to superheroes to coming of age. Do you have one that's kind of your favorite genre, or?
Oh, my favorite to consume as a fan of movies and TV, it's always thrillers for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Not so far as horror, I'd say, but thrillers specifically.
Yeah.
I'd love something about that form of tension in storylines. So I'd love to do more of that. But in terms of working on sets, horror is a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. You wouldn't think so.
I would not. I would be too scared.
Well, it like takes a lot of the fear out of it when the monster's sitting in the green room with you with
That's
coffee.
valid. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're on your break and
Yeah,
they're eating their
exactly.
sub and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Honestly, huge congratulations on everything you've accomplished. You're a delightful human person. Carson, thanks so much.
I love talking with you. This is great.
Oh my gosh, Life with the Walter Boys, always a good one. All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Are you sitting at home thinking, hey, seeing the good stuff live would be fun? Well, you are in luck. We would love for you, along with your friends and family, to be a part of our studio audience. Just scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen for your chance to join us. Tickets are free. Can't wait to hear from you.
Tomorrow, we're celebrating summer's bounty. Andrea Bucket, Anna Olson, and Vijaya Selvaraju join Mary to turn farm-fresh ingredients into delicious dishes. From crave-worthy sandwiches and savory tarts to a hearty chowder and a sweet peach dessert, it's a celebration of summer you don't want to miss. That's tomorrow on an all-new episode.
You, but fall is actually the perfect time to put in a little effort in your garden that's going to pay off next year. Check it out.
Hi, Mary. My name's Grant, also known as Gardening Grant on social media, and I'm here to show you how to take one hydrangea shrub and multiply it to create your own hydrangea hedge. And it's really easy. Let me show you how. This is a method called layering, where you take an existing shrub and bury a branch, and then you make a new plant. I know. All you're gonna need is a brick, some rooting hormone, and a little peeler. You're going to find a branch that's fairly low to the ground on your existing hydrangea. There you can see a couple of the babies that I propagated last year. And you're going to take off the flower. I know that's hard, but you can do it. You're gonna dig a trench right near where that branch is hanging down close to the ground, and then you're gonna strip the bark from the stem that you want to propagate from. That's good. You're gonna need this new plant to photosynthesize. If you want to expedite the process, you can sprinkle a little rooting hormone on there to make sure it works. And then you're gonna bury that stem without covering up that leaf that you left on the edge. And then you're gonna take that brick and you're gonna place it right on that buried stem to keep it in place. And make sure you keep that area fairly well watered, at least until the frost. And that is how you grow your very own hydrangea hedge for $0.
Blew my mind. Another use for my vegetable peeler. Always a good thing. Now, if you want to be on the show, there's lots of opportunities, including for fashion, beauty, decor makeovers, and more. Just scan the QR code on your screen to apply. That's our show for today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time for more of the good stuff.